Like all Tyson Fury's recent press conferences, this shit got real sus. Before I get into that, hit the thumbs up, sub, and notification bell. That way you get updated when I drop the newest content like this. With that being said, let's get into the video. First and foremost, I want to say this. The size difference between Ngannou and Fury is really not that big of a difference. When you look at it, they're practically the same size. Tyson Fury is clearly taller, but as far as like thickness and weight, Ngannou might be actually a little bit heavier than Fury in this picture. He may actually be a little bit bigger than him as far as weight's concerned. So there's not a big difference in size. Now, I want to say this. I like this picture. Fury was looking in Ngannou's eyes, trying to intimidate him. And Francis Ngannou, as you see in the picture, he starts yawning like, you bore me. So I thought that was funny. I also want to say we're not going to get undisputed in boxing. I think Tyson Fury's on his way out. He mentioned that he was in the twilight of his career, and I think he's got a 2-fight deal left. He's going to fight Ngannou in this boxing match, and then after he wins, which I imagine he will, he's going to fight him in an octagon, and I think he'll retire after that, win, lose, or draw. So, I don't know if we get the Usyk fight, if he's serious about doing the Ngannou fight, because him in an MMA cage is going to be huge. It's going to, like, running it back with Ngannou, regardless of what the results are in boxing, would do even bigger numbers with Tyson Fury in an octagon, an MMA cage. So, yeah, I think he's on his way out from boxing, and I don't know if we get the Usyk fight because of that, if he's serious. Now, to move on from that, here's the thing. This dude is so sus. He's always, in his words, talking about men's quarries, wanting to know how big they are. Then he was trying to get Ngannou to take his shirt off with him so they could both be shirtless. It's just real weird. The dude get real weird, and I don't understand it. Sus alert goes off every time he gets on stage. Other than that, the dude's a very good fighter, great fighter, and they could say what they want about Francis Ngannou having the hardest punch recorded, holding the Guinness World Book of Record. I don't know how many people have actually gone for the Guinness World Record. So I don't know how many actual fighters, punchers, boxers, kickboxers, etc. have actually tried to score on their PSI machine. And the thing about it is every machine is different. Every machine is calibrated differently. So there's no telling if he's actually the hardest puncher or not. He's just the hardest one that did it for Guinness. But again, I don't know how many fighters actually punch for Guinness. So, can he knock out Tyson Fury? Possibly. Highly unlikely. It's not probable. Does he hit harder than Deontay Wilder? That's yet to be seen. He's definitely a lot bigger than Deontay Wilder as far as mass goes and weight. But does that translate to punching power, especially in the boxing gloves? I don't know. That's yet to be seen. I always favor the guy who's going to land more shots, and that's clearly going to be Tyson Fury, and I would not be surprised if Francis Ngannou gets knocked out, because I've seen him gas in 5-minute rounds with 5 rounds, which is 25 minutes of total fighting. This fight, I believe, is 10 rounds at 3 minutes, so that's 30 minutes of fighting. So he's going to be fighting for 5 more minutes than he's used to, at a different pace than he's used to, and I just think he gasses. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below.